Good morning. Today is June 18, 2010. This is Hurricane Cities with an update on your tropical weather. Invest 92L will track across the Lesser Antilles today, may develop into a tropical system later down the road. After being deactivated and pretty much written off yesterday, Invest 92L has came roaring back yesterday afternoon and late last night and currently is a strong tropical wave and will track across the Lesser Antilles today. The overall setup this morning is as follows. An upper-level low-pressure system is located northwest of 92L and is now tracking slowly northward. Meanwhile, an area of high pressure is developing over the southeastern Caribbean. The high pressure is forecast to strengthen and build across the eastern Caribbean this weekend. This setup will allow 92L to get into a more favorable environment later this weekend, especially next week. Over the past hour or so, satellite imagery has indicated that convection has warmed and become more ragged, which indicates that the destructive shear is closed by just north of the system. Thunderstorms and strong winds and heavy rains and rough seas are likely today across St. Vincent northward into St. Martin and the Antilles. These thunderstorms and strong winds, heavy rains, and rough seas will spread over the Virgin Islands later today in Puerto Rico tonight and continue through Saturday. After that, heavy rainfall and a risk of flash flooding can be expected over Hispaniola this weekend. Now the big question is, will Invest 92L develop into a tropical depression or even a tropical storm? Even though 92L is producing strong convection this morning, I think that the shear will be limited for development into a tropical cyclone in the short term. In the long term, however, many of the models' guidance are forecasting that a system will be forming in a better environment by the middle part of next week as it potentially nears the southern Gulf of Mexico. One thing to keep in mind is that tropical systems, when they burst through a very high wind shear, they can find themselves in a pretty favorable environment condition later on. So it's quite possible that development in a tropical depression or a tropical storm may happen next week in the southern Gulf of Mexico. A quick rundown on the particular model guidance. The GFDL model forecasts it to track north of the Hispaniola into the northern Bahamas, which seems a little too far of a track. The Canadian models are forecasting that a track will be over the western part of the Gulf of Mexico. The HWRF model is forecasting a track near southern Florida and northern Florida Keys in 5 days. The GFS model is forecasting that 92L will track through the Gulf of Mexico by the end of next week. The European model is forecasting 92L to eventually combine with the energy of the intertropical convergence zone and into another tropical wave to the east and develop into the Yucatan Peninsula in 9 to 10 days. As for the intensity of the system, it shows that 92L will intensify into a low and then end as a tropical storm. My take is that the best shot is that development into a tropical depression or a tropical storm will form Monday, and beyond that, once Invest 92 reaches the northeast or northwest Caribbean or the Florida Straits, the environmental conditions will become much more favorable for development. With this system being so much a fighter and that it faced the strong shears, I suspect that it will be a system that we must keep a close eye on over the next few days. Next update will be Saturday morning. Thanks for choosing Hurricane Cities. Have a great day.